All right. Welcome back, everyone, for another deep dive. You know how this works. We find something interesting and we kind of take a closer look at it.
Yeah, a little deeper than usual,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. And today I thought this was pretty interesting. It's about relationships
Mm-hmm.
and knowing when to kind of step back from them.
Okay. Yeah.
Um, and like the source material we're looking at is really short.
Short and sweet.
Yeah, it's short, but wow, impactful, you know.
I agree.
So get ready for this. Okay, it says, sometimes you just have to give up on people.
Mm-hmm.
Not because you don't care,
Right.
because they don't.
Hmm. Powerful stuff.
It is, right? I don't know about you, but that just like really resonated with me. Have you ever felt like that's been happening in one of your relationships?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I think everybody at some point in their lives has been in a relationship like that where they're really putting in so much effort, like they're pouring all this energy into the relationship. But it's almost like you're trying to, fill up a bucket with a hole in the bottom.
Uh-huh.
It's just you feel drained because you're constantly trying to make it work. And the other person, they're just not meeting you halfway.
Yeah, and it's so much about feeling like it's one-sided, right?
Mhm.
Like you're the one putting all the effort in trying to like keep this thing afloat, and it just isn't reciprocated.
Right.
And what I thought was really interesting too is how that excerpt we just looked at, it frames like the whole concept of giving up.
Yeah.
It's not about apathy or that you don't care anymore. It's just like recognizing that the other person isn't as invested.
Exactly. It's a really important distinction to make, and I think it really highlights the importance of self-preservation.
Self-preservation, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we often think about like giving up as this like negative thing,
Right, for sure.
but in this context, it can actually be a really empowering thing. Like it's a sign of strength.
It's interesting to think of it like that.
Yeah, it is. It's acknowledging that you deserve to be in a relationship where the other person is putting in as much effort as you are. You deserve that reciprocity.
So it's like recognizing when it's just healthier to shift your energy elsewhere. Maybe even create some distance between you and that person.
Exactly. Sometimes stepping back can be what you need to be able to grow personally.
Okay.
It allows you to like focus more on your own needs and what you really value in a relationship. Think about it this way. Have you ever like stepped away from a relationship and even though it was painful at first, eventually it allowed you to grow as a person in ways you never expected?
That's such a good point. And it's not always like an easy decisions, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we do care about these people, but sometimes you got to take care of yourself too.
Exactly. Sometimes caring for yourself means acknowledging that the relationship isn't healthy anymore or that it has become one-sided. And it really is about setting boundaries and like
Yeah.
recognizing that you deserve more, that you deserve to be in relationships where your effort is actually valued and reciprocated.
Yeah, that's so true. Um, well, this has been such a great conversation. I mean, it's so insightful. I think one of the big takeaways here is that it's important to be able to recognize when you're in a one-sided relationship. And that's not about becoming like cold or heartless or anything. It's about valuing yourself and knowing you're worthy and making choices that are going to benefit you and help you feel good.
Yeah, I totally agree. Beautifully put. It's like you're reminding everyone to value themselves and to really think about what they're bringing to their relationships.
Exactly. And, as we wrap up here, we'd love for you to kind of take a moment and reflect on this. Are there any relationships in your own life, where you might benefit from kind of taking a step back,
Yeah,
reevaluating how much energy you're putting in,
that's a good question.
and what do you really deserve in return? That's something to think about as you navigate this, complex world of human connection.
Yeah, it's complicated.
It is.
There's a lot to think about there.
Lots to think about. All right, everyone. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive. We'll see you next time.
See you later.